Welcome Dirt Trax YouTubers. We're here to talk about 2019 YXZ1000R SS SE. Both the blue and the white here are special edition models. A couple big changes for 2019. We're here in Glamis, California to experience those. We're talking about the suspension, number one, right off the bat. Huge change to the setting. They're still the most adjustable shocks on the market. The blue one here, it has high and low speed compression damping adjustability, low speed rebound damping. It's dual spring with an adjustable crossover and all new settings, damping and spring rates, which make a huge difference out here. We've noticed how much more comfortable they are, but they still maintain a great balance on the whoops, actually better than last year as far as a nice balanced level attitude in the big whoops that we have here, as well as just maintaining great comfort on this tracked up situation we got. They had a lot of rain out here and it works really well on those low speed comfort areas. So we're really excited about that. We definitely noticed that today. Transmission ratio is also a really big difference. Went from a 27-inch tire to a 29-inch tire, a Bighorn 2.0 6-ply rated tire to a Bighorn original 8-ply rated tire for 2019. Second through fifth gear are 7% lower, which equals the tire size. So second through fifth are essentially the same as they were last year. First gear though is 24% lower than it was last year, which really makes a big difference as far as just gives you more options to go up and down things at a slower speed, medium speed, however you want to attack it. This lower first gear really is noticeable, even out here in the dunes. And a bigger tire really has a lot of benefits as well, more ground clearance, better in transitions, and it soaks up the bigger bumps better as it transitions through them. So that 29-inch tire with the new suspension setting was really noticeable as well. Another huge one out here, it's pretty warm today, is the new radiator location. Moving it from the front of the vehicle to the back of the vehicle, we can really tell the difference in cab heat inside. That made a huge difference. I think Yamaha says it's about 31% cooler inside the cab. It's also 300% more airflow than it was last year. It's the biggest radiator Yamaha's ever made. You can see the intake there in between the seats. For 2019, that ROPS bar has been changed to accommodate that airflow. And then there's also accessory integration involved as well. When you flip the windshield down, if it had an accessory windshield on it, that obviously limits airflow through the cab. So there's actually another intake under the cargo bed that pulls the air that way. So they really thought of a lot of different accessory integration things, especially when it comes to airflow in the cab. On the East Coast, when we do some riding back there, the radiator not getting clogged with mud, especially in East Coast trail situations, is a huge difference as well. But out here, biggest thing is cooling capacity was increased, cooling efficiency was increased, and it's a lot cooler in the cab, which definitely makes a big difference today. One other nice thing about the tires is everything about the chassis was upgraded to deal with the bigger, heavier tire. So the brakes have been upgraded, stainless steel brake lines are standard, the wheel bearings are bigger and beefier. It just made a huge difference, and it really gives people a lot more options. Yamaha is offering 4 different 30-inch tires that are also available for the vehicle for a lot of different types of terrain, mud, hardpack, rock type tires. And by having a bigger, heavier tire standard, that really makes it a lot more flexible. The power steering system, the EPS map's been changed, which again is much more flexible for a wider variety of tires and offsets, and Yamaha is offering those as well. We'd like to move on. Don't want to forget the ROPS. It makes a huge difference as far as, especially out here in the dunes. Yamaha's always had some of the best forward visibility over the vehicle. It's one of the reasons the shocks poke through the hood. There's great visibility over the front of the vehicle. The sun top here, with the accessory sun top on this blue SE, upward visibility has been increased noticeably, which really makes a big difference when you're going down the steep dune and trying to look up at the next one. A huge difference compared to last year. And then getting in and out of the vehicle, especially for taller guys or taller people, getting in and out, the increased height, the side of the ROPS, really makes it nice and easy to get in and out of the vehicle. As well as styling wise, some people just really like the way the 2019 cage looks. I'd like to move on to the Ultra White SE. Probably the key difference from the blue to the white is the X2 suspension. A really big difference. The X2 damping system, it's an internal bypass shock and it's exclusive to Yamaha. It has high and low speed compression damping, high and low speed rebound damping, as well as the dual springs with an adjustable crossover. The internal bypass shock gives it great comfort, especially the way that dunes are really tracked up right now. Excellent comfort in the ride zone, as well as the bottoming resistance and the G-out protection you're really looking for out here. You really have this balance that you find in the dunes that's tough to achieve, and it works really well in the whoops as well. This vehicle is fully accessorized. You can see it has the halo light bar, which puts out a ton of light. It also has another switch position where you just turn the halos on. It looks pretty cool. You got a gauge pod here that has the SSV Works head unit incorporated inside of it. This vehicle has overhead audio system, the overhead audio system, as well as the subwoofer. Notice how good that sounds. You can actually hear that. You know, YXZ revs to 10,500 RPM, but you can actually still hear it with that level of sound system inside. So it works really well. It also has the GYTR harness kit inside. If you're looking for a 4-point harness kit, it was available going all the way back for a few years. But what was unique for 2019 is with the new ROPS bar that's curved to allow the air intake into the radiator, there's a new bracket kit that locates these the upper mounts for the harness a lot lower and closer together, so it keeps it captured more and keeps it a little bit more comfortable for especially people on the shorter side, which makes a big difference for comfort. It also has the Magellan Adventure Pro, which is fully integrated into the vehicle. It gives you all your vehicle information. It's a duplicate meter in a lot of ways, but you can customize it as well. There's a lot of different fields you can look at, as well as, of course, track your rides, share your rides, and of course always get back to camp when you want to. So that makes a big difference as well. This vehicle has the GYTR Accessory Turbo Kit, which makes a huge difference in power. 60% more power to the rear wheels compared to the standard YXZ. Feels like a supersized stock power band. It just off the bottom, it's really smooth, really manageable, and then once you get into the mid-range and the upper end, there's a lot more power to play with. And it really is actually a lot easier to drive out here. For no matter what your skill level, we found that you can just leave it in one gear longer. You don't have to hit your shift points quite as precisely, and you're really just easier to drive and a lot more fun to drive. Also for 2019, all YXZs come with the GYTR connecting rods already installed in the engine, which drastically cuts the labor to put the GYTR engine kit, turbo kit on the vehicle, which is really convenient as well. All the SEs come with this rear view mirror. This SE comes with the accessory or the sun top standard. It also comes with LED pod lights right here, which all YXZs are wired for, but the white, ultra white comes with those already installed. You might also notice Yamaha's just decided to offer EFX Sandslinger paddle tires in 2 different sizes. These are 29s that are full beadlock on KMC wheels. The 29-inch size really suits this GYTR power character. It works really well, and they're also offering a 28-inch size that matches the standard engine character really well. It's a molded paddle, so it's really versatile as far as loading or unloading the vehicle, hitting hard dirt sections, things like that. The molded paddle is really durable, and it really matches this GYTR engine character exceptionally well. So that was really fun to notice today. Those are the big key items. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time.